Hello everybody, my name is Myra and with me are my girls.
Alee. Yes.
And I'm Yani. So where's the energy? Jump through the roof.
It's my most energized. Hello
Here.
everybody. So we came up with this podcast. See my hair? It's kind of new, but because we are going to talk about new beginnings.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about that, but I feel like it's something that we are to talk about because this is the end of
The worst
almost.
year ever. The worst year ever. Terrible.
Oh, I may say that it is the most immeasurable year, 2020, and going to 2021, in which everyone is so antsy about, everyone is so enthusiastic, eager to end this year and start the 2021. So, the new beginnings is like something that, of course, something we start anew, but each one of us, we feel that we have different kinds of new beginnings. So,
Yes,
I
that's
don't know,
right, Ma.
girls, what you think about it?
New beginnings. It's something that I always look forward to pag New Year. Sad lang na we can't spend our New Year with our regular tradition. We go to the province to spend it with our family. And I think it's something that whenever we go kasi to the province, I feel like that time that we have there is rejuvenating. You know, when we go to the province, it's relaxing. We get to spend time with our family. We usually reflect kasi that's the time when we make kwento with our relatives, what happened the year before,
With the cause.
with the cousins, and we have like our own lives, like because she spends time with her sisters, we spend time with our cousins, and that's something that I will miss this 2021. So I think for me, as we end this year and as we move on to a different year, I feel like it might take a bit more effort on my part to really reflect alone at home or like with you guys. But we've been together for 8 months already. What am I gonna say to them? Eh, ganun.
Yeah.
Kasi when we're with our relatives in the province, fresh eyes. Like, they haven't seen us in a year.
Fresh ears.
Fresh ears. They're not, hindi sila nasasawa sa boses namin. Kasi we're only there like once or twice a year. So, it's something that I really appreciate. But now, we're going to reflect
Yeah.
again.
So lucky us that we have somewhere to go to every start of the year. Yeah, what do you think, Ali, about the new beginnings?
The topic in general.
Just to clarify, is this a new beginning to 2021 or is this a new beginning that we had in 2020?
Oh, it's a new beginning to the last year.
Ha? Ano yung
Of
last
course,
year?
2021.
To give you context, because she's not there whenever we talk about the topic. So for this podcast, we'd like to have one topic, like a general topic, and since we're so very opinionated, three girls, Litol Women,
Oh yeah, I forgot to
you
say.
didn't even say the podcast
The
name.
podcast, we call ourselves the
Litol Women.
Harmony! Because we love the movie Little Women.
Yeah, and I've read the book. Have you?
I've read the book. It's required for us to read the book.
I
Yeah.
hate reading.
Oh,
No,
Oh,
thank you.
so going back to you.
Oh.
So, new beginnings in general, like how you'd like to take the topic. Because for me, that's how I take the topic. I think Mom will have like her other, whatever, you know her. But how about you?
New beginnings for this year, I think it's gonna be something nice, especially since like we were secluded in our houses in 2020 and like we didn't do much. So if ever we're allowed to leave, I think it would be a really nice start to just go back, catch up with our friends and just
We're not allowed
not
to
gonna
leave.
allow me. If my vaccine, we're not sure, but maybe. I'm just hoping,
Yeah.
guys. I'm just hoping for a better beginning. Ayun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, this is kind of interesting because I never really thought that something would come out. I thought that
Out
I
of
already know what's in your minds.
Of what?
Oh,
Of the new
Oh,
beginnings
no, our
topic?
discussion. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I think it's because in this space then, in this Little Women podcast, we're also, as kami ni Ali, we're also given the opportunity to talk at the level of, like we're all in the same level right now, I feel.
yeah, because you're in the same generation.
No, with you!
With me. Okay, that's
What
what
is
you
your
think.
level?
No, because when we discuss, like with our friends, syempre, iba yung discussion with our friends. Now we're discussing with you.
Mm-mm.
Iba yung discussions namin on the dining table or in everyday life. Pero at this podcast, I feel like, kinailangan na mag-isip.
Yeah, so that we will not waste our time. No, actually, guys, we just want, this is actually usually our conversation from the dining table, and we want to bring it here in the couch, here in the Little Women, because sometimes we feel like when we discuss in the dining table, it is so really very
adding.
sometimes we go from the earth to the moon already. And
Literally.
so we just want to share that with you.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Ma, how about you? What's your new beginnings take on
I
this?
don't know. I don't want to make it so heavy, but I feel like it's kind of new beginning for me. It's a different mindset for next year, different way of looking at things, being accepting more of things. Yeah, I'll talk later.
Pa, babe, ba't ka talk later? This is the opportunity to talk.
Oh yeah. So, like I'm getting a headache with this hair.
Take it out.
No, I'm doing this hair because I haven't updated myself with the dyeing, with the root dye of my hair. So I just said, I just cover my hair with this brown hair, which is my favorite
Wig.
wig for all times. So anyway, yeah. I'm getting a headache. No, not really. But it's kind of tight now. I don't know. I don't know if my head grew bigger.
New beginnings.
Oh yeah, so yeah, new beginnings, yeah, being accepting of things, but I feel that it won't be immediate, and it seems like something for me, like we have this quarantine period, right? So this is the time that we are supposed to prepare for our new beginnings for next year, especially this year is somehow special, and they say that this really happened because the earth has to prepare for something, I don't know, something like that, and the people, so that's what it is. So yeah, so new beginnings for me is a kind of processing the mindset.
Okay, actually, I guess we're very blessed in our part to be able to look at the situation in this way, because like we're put in this situation now, we can, for us, new beginnings is more of mindset and internal, pero there's also new beginnings for other people would be about helping other people, or it really depends on how you take the word new beginnings. So with that, I'd like to ask, what is a specific thing in your life you would like to change in 2021, like with the new beginnings topic? What is something that you'd like to refresh or start from zero, or start in general?
Yeah.
So let's start with Alee, kasi her face has just been talking the entire time.
I have no idea actually, cause my new beginning actually started in 2020 when everything like changed. So I kind of changed at that time too. But for 2021, maybe it's just to continue my 2020 stuff. Cause at home,
I'm just joking.
I mean like not
Yeah.
like stay at home forever, but like internally for me as a person for like 2020. I mean, in 2020, I started out joining like a lot of stuff and getting more opportunities for myself, trying to improve myself.
Naririnig niyo ba yun, guys?
It's the music.
It's the alarm every
Yeah,
single
it's
day.
it's siren from
Yeah.
outside. Yeah.
Yeah, so we just pray someone's
Yeah.
Okay.
they're doing okay.
Yeah, but anyhow,
Continue.
so in 2021, I would like to continue my org work. Mom?
If our mom allows. Okay, this has been a really controversial topic in the household. So, she has been joining a lot of organizations. I did also before. Now, my mom also has like experience in organizations. So, we're still kind of feeling it if, how organizations work at home. And since these orgs aren't really not all of them are under like school. So, feel lang muna. Ayan, yung mga new beginnings ni sister.
Yeah. Yeah, because my take on this, like it's kind of different for her to be joining orgs that she was invited online, and it's different now because everything is virtual. And most, as Yani mentioned, most of the orgs are out of school orgs. So we really have to see if things are legit, things like that. So, I actually discussed with the other moms, and I feel like, they're all joining these orgs that the school doesn't even like it's not part of.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, that's one thing. So about you, about the orgs, and then you want to also continue it for next year, something like that.
Yeah, I actually made like a list on the orgs that I think would be value adding to my life because I kind of joined orgs that are not alive anymore, like inactive, and I'm like, really?
It's
Really?
like that naman talaga. Kaya you have to assess.
True. So I think this year was a good year to like get to know myself more, and next year is to like to nurture what I got to learn about myself.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Yes.
Okay, going back to the question, what is something that you would like specifically in your life or in your personality or in the environment you would like to new beginnings in whatever take that new beginnings
Yeah.
is? So
Wait,
The question is about the environment, or is that what you're asking me?
no, the question in your environment or whatever, like new beginnings. What would specifically? What would you do specifically to, like, apply the concept new beginnings?
Yeah. Okay. So, usually I'm the person who gets bored right away. Actually, yeah, I do. So, like when I'm really very choosy with the things that I go to before, like the places, the people that I mix up with, because I get bored. I get bored with socialization and
With
other things.
people.
So, but for me, it's like I said a while ago that it's like a new beginning is like yeah, putting up a mindset there. So for me, what I have learned from this quarantine is that somehow we treasure those meeting ups with other people who made an effort to kind of ask you to join them, or some events that they ask you to join. So I feel like I should be more accepting and more of being enthusiastic about going to these things, because to take
Wow.
off this boredom effect.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness,
Let's see.
atawa 360 for her.
Yeah. I don't know if you girls notice that I
Yeah.
actually get bored with
Doesn't like going
what?
out.
yeah, mundane tasks, mundane discussions.
Mundane.
Yeah. So something like that for me.
Whoa.
I think she's more of the person. I think kasi you've already lived the life of going out like in your college years, right?
Oh no, yeah, I
Ah.
did, but somehow I realized that even in my high school, when we go out with oh my god, my friends gonna see this. But I'm the person who's gonna sleep first. How about you, Yani?
Okay, for me, new beginnings. I'm very looking forward to 2021. I think I really have a great attachment to the start of something. Like I have a Monday, a 2021, a new chapter, like going freshman of college, freshman of high school. Parang it gives you the excuse na everyone's changing. And if you mix something up at that point, it's not very drastic because everyone is changing, nga, 'di ba? Going into the new year or starting that point. So, I think for me, new beginning, something that I really want to parang really do now is to like have a gratitude journal. Cause I try to do it. I've tried to do it online, and I feel like it really helps me mentally because when at the end of the day, when I'm tired and then I jot down the things that I'm grateful for the day, parang ang dami ko palang ginawa. So congratulations to me.
So you do that? You have this gratitude journal?
I want to have a gratitude journal na I dedicate talaga to. Pero for the past, like this quarantine, I started like parang just writing down what I've been grateful for whenever I'm just like when I have the time or when I feel like it. So that's something that I want to do in 2021, and like what my mom said, 2020 has been like placement of things or like for other people planning for actually parang in general the world is in planning because
Yeah.
we're
Preparation.
or siguro like people have been realizing their stance on things. People have been experiencing if this is something that they want to move forward with. The economy is different, the work situation is different, like there are different establishments that now will stick to the work from home situation if ever the vaccine comes through. And in politics, there are a lot of preparation and a lot of shifting with the people and with our government. So, it's been a really preparation for better things to come,
Yeah.
for a more active society,
Yeah.
'di ba? Parang I feel like 2020 is gonna be that the woo, energy is gonna go na kasi we've been pent up energy at home, you know.
Yeah.
And now if ever the vaccine pulls through, it's gonna be a surge of energy. People will travel, people will go out and uh parang be more active and be more social about things.
Just because 2020 is gonna end doesn't mean that COVID is gonna end though.
Yeah, that's why if ever the vaccine pulls you, it's not a January thing. It's the entire 2021 thing. Like 2021 seems like for me the new beginning that entire year. For like 2022 is gonna be like super different.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But in my mind, I feel like I can't also speak for the people who have been so much affected with the
Yeah.
2020 happenings, like health, and some people they lost special loved ones. So yeah, we feel for them, and yeah, we feel for our friends who are experiencing that. We It's really hard to speak for them because about
Their
those,
situation, yeah.
and how we feel. I cannot because yeah, we can just pray for our friends,
I think something that I also realized with this situation is that I would personally like to be more knowledgeable on what's happening around me and with my friends. Like to understand those situations. Of course we can't speak about it, or like we can't really understand what's happening with those people because it's not happening to us, but we can have that effort to the effort to empathize, the effort to see what they're seeing and understand that in that sense and offer help in our capacity. Like for example, our family, we try to help in our capacity, like donating things that we don't need, or if we have the extra money or the extra time to actually help in donations and help with initiatives. And with our influence then, like for example what I did for my birthday, I tried to help these organizations. So I think I'll take that in 2021 moving forward, that even though I don't have the perfect understanding, it's better to have like the effort to understand rather than sit back and just be cut off from the entire world.
I like.
Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I felt so enlightened.
You're
I was
welcome.
like,
Right. Okay. On the other hand, we can. There's kasi a thin line between saying being passive. When you said cut off from the world, being passive and being accepting of the things that are happening. So, yeah, that's just like it just came to my mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Ali.
I think what you're trying to say is that
Kind.
you care, like caring for it, but I think like with what, like understand. The fact that the person is trying to understand means that they care for the situation. And what do you call this? Like action. Like if you really care, then you would act upon it. Not like even if you
Like-
care but you're passive, you would still try to act on it.
I think kasi something that would remedy our different views on this specific one. Because even when we talk about this in the dining table, we have a different approach to seeing situations. And sometimes it really doesn't have like a resolution. And I think it's just because we have a different take on on acting, or on parang applying what we are and how we want to view things.
Yeah.
So I think in terms of mom's acceptance and our activity, it once you for me, like to remedy this discussion or to have like a sort of middle line, is when you accept things, it's not accept to the point na you don't do anything about it, which is what you said, like cut off and acceptance is different. More of you accept the situation siguro, and then you if the situation, I mean, like, hindi ka in denial in general. Like, you don't say, oh, it's not like this here, it's not like that. Hindi naman talaga, the world is not experiencing this, the world is not, when it is, like, you can accept the situation and try to find your way of changing it if that applies to you, making it better if that applies to you,
Yeah.
or like trying to empathize with other people. So something that I really hold is that we should keep an open mind, and whatever the person does, pero kasi patungo tayo sa same thing in my head. Like, a majority of us are going towards the same thing in terms of what we want.
There's just different routes.
Yeah, there's just different routes, different ways on expressing it, which we can see now with the lockdown. Like, before, it's more of route activity, syempre, on ground. But now, we're trying to do activity on social media, trying to be heard there, trying to show our opinions, and trying to create change through social media, which before was on ground. So, I think that's something that that's like a general way of seeing the situation. So it's up to you and how you guys take it, or how you want to enact change or whatever. Comment down in the comment section below on how you take this kind of discussion. But in our household, it's pretty different. When our dad is also in the conversation, we have different ways talaga of enacting change or applying what we learned or what we know. So yeah, that's how we guys.
In the same situation, we have different ways of acting on that situation, or
She
not
just
acting in that
repeated.
situation.
Quote. Here though. Although we have like different takes on things, we still accept what we all say, and we try to assess. Like, I don't know. Yeah, we just assess, accept, yes.
Yeah. This is this is parang fragile topic to really delve into
Yeah. So,
at this point
yeah.
with family. Alam mo yun? Alam mo yung sinasabi nila, yung mga sensitive topics, pag reunion sa family, hindi niya masyadong binibring up kasi it might spark intense. Pero for me, I'd like to like slip it in from time to time just to understand where the other person is coming from, or where their headspace is at. Pero in our family, when it sometimes gets deeper, sometimes nagkakalas na like, okay, let's cool off na kasi syempre iba-iba talaga yung understanding namin of the situation. Unless we all go to a class and then
Yeah, I have a question though, because like in the new beginnings, like we have our own new beginnings, right? So can you just like briefly tell us like what did you somehow prepare for the new beginnings for next year?
Oh!
like New Year's resolution.
Yeah,
or
like
whatever.
like you, Alee, you were talking about orgs, you're talking about friends. So like this you're at home for like 8 months. So what kind of preparation do you think, or maybe consciously or unconsciously did?
Yeah, I actually unconsciously prepared for this because I just actually reflected like right now in this situation that I wanted to strengthen what I learned about myself in the new beginnings, which I didn't know that I wanted to do like maybe a year from now. I just thought that my whole goal was to just like be honors in school or something, like do my best in what I'm given. But now that I see that I have like social media is powerful and there are more platforms out there and that I can use these platforms, now that I see those, I really want to take advantage of it and take advantage of the voice that I have.
So which you have been doing by joining the orgs.
That's my interpretation though, because some people might see it as like something that isn't useful, but for me, that's how I think. That's what I think is best for me.
At your capacity right
Yeah.
now, this is what you see you can do at the moment.
Yeah. Because you cannot,
On ground.
earn money for the family. I'm just joking. How about Yani?
New beginnings preparations. Actually, I jot down like my monthly goals. And for 2021, actually I'm super excited to jot down my New Year's resolution for 2021 and the things that I want to do next year and my goals. Kasi, yun nga, yung sinasabi natin, parang the past few months have been a reflection of some sort, or like trying to find your footing again in a very different environment, and an environment um that's very parang disadvantageous to most of the people in the world. So, or all of the people, pero it hits other people more eh. So, in my case, I want to jot down what I plan for next year. Like for example, my social media, I really plan on dedicating time for that, and this YouTube account, and this podcast that we have.
Yeah, but come to think of it, you're the busiest person here in the house. Like, I think you are the person. I really don't need to ask you because you did most of the preparation.
That's true.
Parang for me, you didn't slack off this year. Like everything this year is activity and preparation.
I think it's because of the new graduation vibe. Like,
Oh,
That's
yeah.
I'm a newly grad.
When also did you graduate?
I don't know also.
No, because the celebration we never really did yet. So hopefully we can celebrate for her graduation. And
I hope we
hopefully
can
when we
travel.
celebrate, then she's going to spend for the celebration.
My goodness,
From what money? From
I know,
where?
money talk is such a stressful.
Really?
Yeah.
I like money talk.
No, I mean like money talk, for in my case, I find it intimidating, overwhelming, and something that needs to be done. But I think it's just a newly grad thing.
Yeah, it's a phase in your life.
Yeah, pero other people they've been working ever since they were college or high school because they need to. I'm just placed in a situation na I can
That your parents spend for
I don't
what you.
okay, this is the thing. I don't want it na they're spending for me. Ever since college, I even don't like it when they're the ones bringing me to places, because in the back of my head, I've always thought they will not be for me 24/7. So I have to know how to do it on my own. I always bring this up. Pero the discussion goes, it's not like this. It's
Also, maybe like it's you being more independent talaga, or being acting to be independent. That's one of your new beginnings because of the graduating thing.
It's been a thing. But I hope because I've graduated, everyone will try to warm up to it more. Like, because she's graduated, let her do her thing na
Yeah.
in her own time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be like that.
Accountability. Ito yung podcast na to. Ang accountability.
So, yeah.
How about you, Ma?
I don't know if I have to express more, but I just want to say that it came to my mind that 2020 really is really different. Don't you know that this year they had, I think, 6 planet conjunctions as compared to other years, which is 3. Oh, you're just like, what are you
No,
talking
you have
about?
to tell the people what
Because they
you're
don't
talking
know.
about.
Yeah,
What does
I'm-
planet conjunction mean in a general sense?
Planet conjunction, it's like 2 or 3 planets, they are together in one place. They are aligned in one place.
So what
that's
do
a
they do?
conjunction. So somehow, if like in the astrology world, it's like it affects actually the based on what I've read, the people's psyche and what's happening in the
Energy.
world, the energy in general. So yeah, so this year, it has a lot of conjunctions, and we are and we are going to the astrology world. Are going to the is actually looking forward to one great conjunction this December 21, the Jupiter Saturn conjunction. If you want to look that up, guys, I've been looking it up, but I'm not really understanding so much because I'm not an
Expert?
I'm kind of new to
Novice.
to that idea or concept.
Mm.
So yun, and so there's a great conjunction this December 21, in which they say that it is something, it's great because it's between Jupiter and Saturn, which are powerful planets, and then they are kind of going to help each other, parang whatever is the negative, the other one will
Balance it out.
balance it out. Yeah, that's right. So yes, and supposed to be that's why, like, for next year it's going to be like, hopefully everyone will work towards more into harmony. Yeah, because these two planets are like into doing
Aligned.
things, aligning
Something.
for harmony
Yeah.
and new beginnings.
Yan. Actually, yan. Ito yung actually, when we were discussing the topic, that was the thing that she wanted to bring up the entire time.
Ah.
With the new beginnings thing. And now, na-slide niya na. Congratulations.
Mm. So,
Do we have any like parting words for the new beginnings topic? It's kind of general because it's a topic that's in the future eh. Hindi siya yung nangyayari ngayon. I guess it's more of how we perceive our new beginnings in the future. So, siguro we'll do an update or whatever in terms of
Oh.
what we talked about here and then
Yeah.
what's really happening na in
Yeah.
2021.
yeah, we can compare, like, we talk, it's different. We talk now, and then really, yeah, you're right. And then for next, we can have another session, yeah, and talk about, did we really do the new beginnings that we have planned? Or
Yeah.
it's just like, just in the mind.
Yeah.
It can be entitled Now Beginnings.
After
Past beginning.
old beginnings.
Alright.
Yeah,
do you
so
get-
guys, I'm so happy that we did this because actually, after all, I've learned from the two of you, from the discussion, although I was like, she's really like, too. I'm just joking.
We're like that to you, ma. Huh?
Yes, so hope to see you again in another discussion of ours in this simple world of little women.
Woo! This is
Bye.
Mom. This is Alee. This is Yani. Mom talaga, Myra.
Yeah, Myra.
Okay. So thank you very much for joining us again. And
Yeah.
we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!
See you. Bye, guys.